What is up, guys? I've decided to make this video on showing you guys how to replace the lower ball joint on your G35 and 350Z. Now, I've made a costly mistake getting the wrong ball joint. So in this video, I'm going to tell you guys what part you need to buy and just everything you need to know. A couple of months ago, I replaced one of my lower ball joint, and I ended up buying it just on the internet, and ended up buying this claimed to be 350Z G35 lower ball joint. And when I got it, I thought, oh yeah, looked the same, and I chucked it on the car. Turns out it's the wrong part. It's not the correct size ball joint. So that's part of the reason me wanting to make this video showing you guys make sure you get the right size ball joint. So how do you tell whether your ball joint is the correct one or not? So first is, this is my G35 sedan, and it is a 2005 model. 2005 uses a M16 ball joint. So M16 is meaning the width of the thread on the ball joint, and the early 03 uses a M14 model, which is a skinnier one. You can tell the difference. Like if I lay them down like that, you can tell the difference straight away. That one is a lot skinnier. Long story short, basically if you use the M14 ball joint, what would happen is that your ball joint would not, with the taper, right, this is the taper, it would not sit flush against the lower control arm, against right here. Then what would happen is basically you're gonna have play, and then your whole front wheel, as you're driving, right, is gonna do that because there's massive play. So that is not safe. How do you tell if you have a M14 ball joint or M16 ball joint without jacking up the car? Just go by year, basically 2003 to some 2004 early have the M14 ball joint, the skinnier one, and late 04 all the way to like 05, 06 till 07 350Z, because 07 doesn't have G. 07G is it's the V36 model, so they are all M16 ball joint, which is the thicker one. With that being said, if you want to use a M14 ball joint on a later model year, you can make it work, but you have to use a M14 ball joint, M14 taper, as well as a M14, which is like, well, early year model 2003 lower control arm, and vice versa. For the 03 model, you can use a M14 ball joint as well, by replacing to a 05 lower control arm M16 taper. So yeah, basically you get the idea. The ball joint, the taper, the lower control arm, those three are matching. They're like one kit. You cannot mix match them. They will just not work, basically. So with that being said, I can quickly show you guys. So it took me like 20 minutes to take it apart. Basically, first thing you want to do is you want to basically take out your lower control arm. So you take out the end link bolt, the strut, the shock bolt as well, bolt 17, and then the 23 on the ball joint carrier, not 23, 22 on the ball joint carrier, with a C clamp on the bottom and a safety pin on the top. And you get rid of the 22 goes to the subframe, which is actually that's a 19. The 19 goes to the subframe. the lower front lower subframe. So then this arm drops out and you forelock your hub to the right, so you have a lot of room to work with here. And then I got this ball joint from GK Tech, which is quite cheap, 48 Australian dollar, which is like 50 something New Zealand dollar. And alongside this, I bought a removal cup as well. So basically you have that fit over the ball joint, right, onto the hub carrier, and then you have a cap, something like that, sitting on top, and then you have this basically over the C-clamp. So you have the C-clamp over that, and then the bottom part is this little rubber piece that goes onto the bottom of the ball joint, and you just tighten it, and that way it pushes the ball joint up and removes the ball joint. Super easy. This tool is like 30 bucks to me, a little bit overpriced. It's just literally a cone. Don't know why they charge 30 bucks for it, but it does make your life a hell of a lot easier. So I do recommend getting this. Yeah, so now I'm going to put this ball joint, install this ball joint onto my hub. Alright, as you guys can see, ball joint is on there. It's a little bit hard piecing it together just to get it pressed in. So what I've done is I used this cup I have to take the boot off because the cup otherwise wouldn't fit. So I fit over that, and then you have the top of the clamp over this cup, and on the bottom I had this, so I just have this over that, and then actually on the bottom I used this piece, so it just sits over that sort of thing. So then the clamp it together and press it in basically. So now I've got to put the chuck the grease back on there, put the boot back on the ball joint, and yeah,